What's going on, everybody? It's Childish. Back out of the game, coming at you with another Summoners War video. And in today's video, we're going to be taking a look at the brand new pioneers that have been released for the banner to summon and explain to you guys why I will not be summoning for these specific units in this banner. But for those of you guys that are, please feel free to enlighten me down below. Leave a comment in the comment section down below telling me how lucky you got. Were you able to pull it before the limited summon, or were you able to have to basically drop 200 scrolls to get it? Let me know. I'm curious to hear your insider feedback on there. So again, let's take a look at the units right away. I want to go ahead and go to the monster book, scroll all the way down to the one and only pioneers here. Again, the latest unit that has been dropped in the game. I'm sure you guys already have taken a look at this specific unit here, but just want to go ahead and talk about it one more time here. So of course, as always, first skill, basic attack. Second skill, it's going to be doing damage based on target's enemy max HP 2 times, and each has a certain chance to apply block beneficial effect, which to me personally, this is fantastic. This is actually an amazing skill, considering all the bosses that we currently got in the game that provide just so many beneficial effects and are really, really strong. I think the Vita Tau one, is it Vita? That scales off of speed and gets those bonus beneficial effects there on that. So yeah, I mean, but again, that's just one of many bosses here that have that here, right? Sleeve attack, again, similar to the Sky Arena version, right? AoE strip, also based on target's max HP. So again, if you're going up against like a boss per se, even though they might not have immunity per se, this should still do a relatively decent amount of damage because it's based on their HP versus your HP here. So again, when it's awakened, we're going to also be able to reduce the mana upon removing the beneficial effects. So this one here sounds really, really good for PvP. I don't see if there's any benefit on the PvE side, but PvP for sure, this will be strong. Again, AoE strip, mana drain. I mean, it's pretty darn good. It looks really good, right? Wusa, again, very, very similar to the version on the Sky Arena side. I'm going to do, well, this one's a little bit different, right? Continuous recovery on nearby allies. And then a little bonus recovery if it has a shield. And of course, we get the shield over here on the skill 3, which of immortality here, and provide a little bit of support, as well as the ultimate here to provide continuous damage, basically a combination, right, of the shield and a continuous recovery here. So many ways of providing support. But again, for me, having Konamiya, having the event, don't really see the point in like leveling it up right now if I were to get it. But still a fantastic unit nonetheless here. Out of these two, I would say I give the edge over to Fire, right? Win one. I don't think this one I saw anything like super different. I will say this though, definitely has the potential to improve the overall damage of your party with this damage taken up here. Really, really nice, right? Again, the skill 2 on the Fire one provides a little bit different there, the block beneficial effect, but this one here is trying to improve that damage over time. Now this one, similar to the Sky Arena version, if you kill a unit, they can't have a revive. So there could be certain mechanics in specific PvE dungeons that have maybe units that spawn to be good. But outside of that, seems like a very, very strong PvP candidate. If an opponent brings in a particular combination of units here that would probably, revive or whatnot here. So very, very strong. And again, if you're doing just like right now, if you're just doing regular RTA where, you can't really control it, then I can see why this would be really good. Also, down the road when they do incorporate live RTA, that'll be really, really nice. A really good thing to consider here. So again, out of the main ones that you can summon, without question, the Fire one seems to be the strongest right now, not only for its ability to block these beneficial effects in PvE, but also the strip and the mana drain for PvP. So you would think that this would be an automatic oh, I got to go for this one right now. But here's the reason why I'm not submitting, because I want to let you guys all know, when I first came into this game, like all of you guys, I was sitting at around 75 summons 3 or 4 days in here, because we're doing all these events, all these quests, right? And we're collecting mystical scrolls here. But as you guys know, when you're looking to do these summons here, the cool thing that they incorporated in this game is the mileage, meaning after you do 200 summons, you can basically obtain, a free copy of it, which is great. I'm definitely appreciative of that. But ultimately, while this is something that is really, really nice for everybody out there, this particular guaranteed summon, for the most part, caters to the people that do spend a little bit of money in the game, right? You could make an argument for somebody that's free to play, that's actively pushing in the quest initially, in the events initially, and they can obtain those 200 scrolls. But if you cannot, if you don't have enough scrolls to get, at least the guarantee, what is the point of summoning? Whereas you can come over here in your mystical summon and just work on your legendary mystical mileage over here. So yeah, it's one of those things where with the current ones that I have right now, it's really, really cool that I can essentially focus on the one that I want versus just having an overall high pioneer rate up. I do credit comp to us for doing that, split it up so that we can focus on the one we want versus just having an overall enhanced rate for the actual all of them, whatnot. But again, it's still like, considering what we got going on, 11 days I think is enough to get enough scrolls here. But again, what you got to figure out is this particular unit, is it going to be, or is it really going to accelerate your progression? Is it really going to be the key factor in determining whether you can win or lose a match in whatever dungeon you do it, right? If this, let's put it this way, if this was a unit like Sekhmet and it was sitting over here, Sekhmet strips, Sekhmet provides defense play, Sekhmet puts us silence. Like, Sekhmet does so many things, and on top of the damage multipliers, then yes, you can make an number that says Sekhmet is coming around, you should summon on it. But for me, Fire Pioneer, I already have a strip, so I'm okay on the boss side. And really, I'm not really pushing hard when it comes to PvP. I, like you guys, are probably doing the same thing that I'm doing, whereas in Arena, I'm literally just coming in here, refreshing this, and just busting out the quick battles so I can constantly get my points, go to the arena shop, get my Devilmon, so on and so forth here. So again, I'm not actively pushing PvP per se. If I was pushing, I think having a unit like that one would be absolutely amazing. And again, you have to kind of have to weigh the pros and cons about this one, the situation gets. Because if free to play, if you go all in, to get the Fire Chiwu, you get it, but ultimately it's going to cost you every single summon you have, and you got to, and then now for the next banner that they do, which might be in 2 to 3 weeks from now, you may not have the summons to get it done if you are free to play. So again, something to consider, guys. I want to put it out there because again, I know a lot of people generally just make videos on, hey, this one's good, this one's not good. If you're going to summon, go for this one. But the question is, are you free to play? And if you are, do you have the amount of scrolls to guarantee you it? Because I truly believe there's no point in trying to go for a unit if you don't have at least the 200 scrolls to guarantee a copy of the unit. Otherwise, it's going to be simply a waste. Outside of any other nat 4s, nat 5s that you get, or skill ups that you get for other people, right? So again, remember, guys, they've just included a small amount of units that are in the game right now. So they have way more units going to be coming around down the road. I personally am excited for the oracles. I want to see the oracles down the road, see how they create these specific units, how they incorporate it into this game here. I personally would love to have myself a unit like CR per se that essentially provides that ignore defense damage. And as you guys know, I don't know if you guys saw in previous videos, they have units that, or I already have Malaka. So again, I'm curious to see if I can, incorporate, kind of create a bombing team and see how that works in this specific lineup here. Because again, that's the cool thing about, bombs similar to Skyrina. Bombs, ignore defense, and they don't care about the element here. So ultimately, if I'm looking to build a team specifically for PvP or whatever, I'm looking to build a composition that I can get value of in more situations than not here. I'm not worried about, oh, this guy's going heavy fire, heavy water, heavy wind. It's like, oh, I got bombs. As long as I'm accurate or whatnot, I can land them. Then they'll do just fine. All right. So, anyways, guys, that's gonna be it for the video. Just want to give you guys a heads up on that, and stay tuned. We'll be talking about some events coming down the road here, and letting you guys all know what we got planned here in the near future. Right. So, again, fam, that's gonna be it for the video. Thank you guys so much for your support. As always, if you guys are enjoying this content, please do me a favor, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and we will see you guys all in the next one. Take care.